Hey spin enthusiasts. So I got a request to do a what's in my color guard equipment bag video, and I figure since it's all spread out on the floor because I just finished doing the live stream, I would go ahead and go through it with you. So we're gonna go ahead and do this by age because some of this stuff is like heckin' old. So the newest thing, of course, is my King Saber, which I haven't taped yet, and I'm not going to for as long as I can. Don't come at me. I really just like a nice bear saber, and I'm not in any shows and I'm not spinning on any teams, so I'm just gonna keep it like it is for as long as I can and see what I can put it through. So that's the newest thing. Oh my gosh, what's the next newest thing though? Seriously? I think it's my swing flags. So I have my swing flags. Actually, the bag itself is probably the next newest thing because I ended up having to retire my old bag like 5 years ago. And so I have a pink bag from Band Shop, and it makes me happy. These are my swing flags. I made them. They are wooden dowel rods. I made a whole video about how I made them, so if you guys are like super interested in that and excited about that, making flags and such, go watch that. I'm not gonna talk about it here. They're just in my bag. So I got those. Probably the next newest thing is my white flag. This is actually a SPINTRONIX flag, but I did that whole section on the white flag choreography, and so I did the white flag choreography on a white flag. And the other thing is I like to keep 2 flags in my bag at all times because you never know when you're going to run into a friend who wants to spin with you, and you need to have a flag ready to go at all times just in case that happens. So go ahead and put my white flag in here. Probably the next oldest thing is my air blade. So I used to teach in Florida, and it was like the first school I ever worked with that used air blades. They had gotten like one of the first batches of air blades that Band Shop ever made, and there was a problem with the paint, and so they got a recall, and they ended up receiving like a full new set of air blades to fulfill the recall. And they were like, oh, well, here you go, you can just keep one so you can write choreography with it. And I did, and it was great, and I miss those kids. Oh my gosh. So anybody from Bell, if you're watching, say hey, what's up in the comments, because I miss you guys so much. The next oldest thing is probably this flag right here. This is my baby flag. I've actually had a lot of questions over the last like week. I don't know why just this week specifically it has come up, because I have used this flag in so many videos. And what the circumstances of my acquiring this flag are kind of hilarious, because basically one of my instructors at Blue Stars handed the silk to me, and he was like, this might be a flag that we use in the show. This is just a sample. Hold on to it. Somebody's gonna ask you for it at some point throughout the season, and you're gonna give it to them. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I put it in my bag and I held on to it. And nobody ever asked me for it for the whole season. I got home from tour and I was unpacking my bag and I was like, what is this? So I acquired this flag, and it is just a sample. So like it didn't have the like strong reinforced stitching and stuff like that. But honestly, it's lasted a really long time. So it's my baby. It's going in the bag. Also have like, oh my gosh, why is that not in the thing? So I have tape, because you should always have electrical tape in your flag bag. I also have this tiny little screw. I don't know if you guys watched any of my videos from when I lived in Brazil, but I wanted to take a flag with me in Brazil and I didn't want to get harassed by like airport security. So I had a collapsible flag made, and that little screw is actually part of the collapsible flag. So that's cool. I have my rifle. This is the oldest thing in my bag, believe it or not. Everyone's like, how could it be so old? But this rifle is from 2005, I think, is when I got this rifle. It was before I was marching Blue Stars, so it's a very old rifle, and honestly, I found it in the trash can. It was in 3 pieces, And I was like, you know what? Clearly somebody didn't want this. My intentions were simply to remove the strap and the bolt and like all the hardware parts and just use those on like a new rifle or use them as like replacements for broken stuff. But I took it home and my dad, who, if you guys know anything about my dad, oh my gosh, he's awesome. He was just like, bet we could fix that with some wood glue. And then he did. And so this 3-piecer right here has not come apart since then. I actually just, I don't know, a couple months ago broke off the tail end of the bolt, and I've been using this, like I said, since 2005. So it's a good rifle. It's an Ultimate rifle, which I don't even know if Ultimate is still around. I know they came back for a little while, but I don't know if they're still around. Those King Kong rifles are definitely good rifles. So we'll go ahead and put this baby in here, in this pocket, and then bonus round, 2 pairs of gloves. I have EverDry gloves and I have King Saber gloves. So I did a comparison video on those 2 products that you can check out on my YouTube channel, but I don't know, maybe it hasn't posted yet. We'll see when this one posts versus when that one posts. When I put my gloves in my bag, I fold the thumbs in and then I put them like fingers to wrist and then fingers to wrist so that the thumbs like lay flat, so it's as flat as they can get, and they fit in the pocket so much better. I can actually fit 2 pairs of gloves, where I know a lot of people like struggle just to fit 1 pair of gloves in their pocket of their equipment bag. So 2 pairs of gloves, and in we go. Also keep in mind, this is where my tape roll holder is. Now all of those things are in my equipment bag and all packed up and ready to go. Now I'm gonna get out of here because it's really creepy being in the gym by myself at the school at night when there's nobody else here and there's a lot of noises and stuff. It's scary. If you guys like this video, share it with all your friends. Color guard is so much more fun, even virtually, when you do it on a team.